you been up?
Hours. I couldn't sleep, you know.
Yeah, got off about 4, I think. You look wretched.
Yeah? Well, don't look so good yourself.
Sure.
I've just been trying to remember, you know, something, anything. It's just all a blank after the bistro, and even that, I can only remember bits of that.
Where'd you put your clothes?
Oh, clothes in the bathroom. I think Nick threw me out, or he helped me out. I don't remember. But I do remember I had a set to with my dad, but again, I think that might have been before.
Look, you're just thinking too hard. You're trying too hard. You got to just think about something else, all right?
OK, well, maybe I'll think about how I'm going to lose my son to Leanne. Or how I'm going to lose him anyway if I end up in jail. How about if I think about that? Eh? Is that OK? Or
I'm
maybe
just
if
trying
I think...
to help.
Well, it's not helping me, OK? Really, it's not. What are you doing?
I'm washing your clothes.
Why?
Because they've got blood on them. Stay.
You think I did it, don't you? You think that I
Don't be
killed Frank.
ridiculous.
Well, you said as much yesterday.
Look, all I meant was, can you prove you didn't? Peter, you were drunk. You went for Frank in the factory. You disappeared.
So, in other words, you do think that I killed him?
No, I don't, but the police might. Now, do you want me to wash this or not, Peter? Because I can always leave it lying around for when they come calling. You look better.
Yeah, well, I don't feel it.
Hello?
DC Grant, Weatherfield Police. Is Peter Barlow in?
Yeah, sure, come up.
No, wait, look, I'm not sure I can handle this.
Yes, of course you can. You just stick to what I told them, OK? You were here with me all night.
But they'll know I'm lying.
No, they won't. Listen, stop acting like you're guilty, because you're not.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do, Peter. You're a good person. You did not kill him. OK? Hi.
Hi. Peter Barlow?
Yeah.
DC Grant. I'd like to ask you a few questions in relation to the death of Frank Foster.
Yeah, sure. Do you want a seat?
At the station, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's a bit formal, isn't it?
We've just had the post-mortem results through. It's now officially a murder investigation. So, yeah, everything's more formal now.
OK. I was at home most of the day. I didn't open the bookies because, you know, I didn't feel too good.
But you went to the factory later with Mrs. Connor?
Yeah, to support her.
Witnesses claim you were drunk.
That's not true. I wasn't. Like I say, I didn't feel too well.
You were well enough to attack Frank Foster, though.
I didn't attack him.
You had to be stopped from attacking him.
Yeah, all right. I was angry, OK? You know, he stitched me girlfriend up. I mean, wouldn't you be angry? Come on.
You've a record for assault, haven't you?
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
In fact, for the assault of Frank Foster.
OK, we had history, and I hated the bloke, right? But I didn't kill him.
And where did you go that night?
Nick's Bistro, top of Coronation Street. It was a neighbour's birthday bash, so...
So you were feeling better by then, I take it?
Yeah.
What time was this?
I can't remember. I mean, you don't check your watch every 5 minutes, do you?
Roughly.
Roughly, 8 or 9, I can't remember.
Because you were drunk?
No.
And the neighbours reckon you were?
OK, maybe I'd had a few. I mean, after all, it was a birthday bash. It's not a crime, that is it?
They also reckon that you were sounding off about Frank Foster. Again, threatening to kill him. That's twice in one day.
Well, you say all sorts when you've had a few, don't you? I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do it.
What time did you leave the bistro?
I can't remember. Why don't you ask Nick? He'll know.
Oh, don't worry. We already have. Angry and drunk. It's not a good combination, eh? So where did you go after the bistro?
I went home. I stayed there all night. Can I have a word? Where have you been? I've been here for hours, man.
Can I have your wallet, please?
What? Why?
If you don't mind.
Do you know what? As soon as I get out of here, I'm going to make a complaint about this. It's not on keeping me this long.
None of your cards is missing, then?
What? No. Why?
So, you left the bistro.
Oh, come on, not this again.
Which, according to witnesses, was about 10:30, and you went straight home and you stayed there. Is that correct?
How many more times? Yes, yes.
So how come your credit card was used to buy a bottle of whiskey from an off-licence at 11:15 that night? I think it's time that you told me the truth, Peter. Don't you?
More Coronation Street in half an hour.
Can we get this clear? Because I'm struggling to understand it at the minute. After your run-in with Frank Foster, you went to the bistro where you threatened to knock his head off in public, and then you spent the night at home with Carla.
Yes, I did, that's right.
What, all night? Or you took a stroll up Benson Street and spent £12.99 on a quality bottle of whiskey? Which is it?
It's both.
Only you didn't mention your trip to the off-licence.
I forgot.
Neither did Carla.
Well, she didn't think it was important.
In a murder investigation?
Look, I also went for a Jimmy Riddle as well, and I didn't mention that. Look, I know you're both busy.
And we don't appreciate it when witnesses withhold information that could help our inquiries.
A 10-minute trip to the shops,
It's
that's
10
hardly
minutes it
withholding
needs
information, is
accounting
it?
for.
A little bit like the grazes on your knuckles.
There's nothing else, that's a scratch. Did it putting the bins out?
And the clothes you were wearing on that night?
Oh, come on. Don't you wash your clothes?
Oh,
No, no, now where are you going? Come on, I've been here all day. I don't want to sit here all night, OK?
us neither. So when you decide to start telling the truth, give us a shout.
Interview suspended at 19.
Look, all right. Look, I can't remember, OK? Because there's a massive black hole where the night should have been because I'm a raging alcoholic. There. You happy now? That animal. He raped my girlfriend.
Not according to the verdict.
Oh, come on, don't make me laugh. He was guilty.
So you set yourself up as judge, jury, and executioner?
I didn't kill him, OK?
A big black
I
hole.
didn't kill him. I couldn't kill him.
Didn't and wouldn't are two different things. You threatened to harm him. We've got witnesses.
Let's talk. I get gobby when I've had a drink.
Except the last time you assaulted him, you were stone cold sober.
Look, I hated Frank Foster, all right? But I love my girlfriend and my son more. Go to prison? No, not for that scumbag. Not worth it.
You would say that, wouldn't you? But the truth is, you were so wasted. You could have massacred half of Weatherfield, dressed up as the Easter Bunny, and you wouldn't remember a thing.
Yeah, except I would have come up with a better excuse, wouldn't I? Because let's face it, as an alibi, amnesia, it sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks.
So what's the charge here? I walked in here of my own free will. You can't keep me indefinitely. Murder? Or drunk in charge of a credit card?
No charge. Yet. But don't go booking any holidays, do you know what I mean?
Bring your pocket change.
Why didn't you phone me? I could have come and picked you up.
Because I was worried they might change their minds, that's why.
Well, how could they? I mean, you told them everything you know, surely.
Yeah, I told them everything I know, which is precisely nothing.
Peter, we said we'd stick to the story.
Oh, the detective drove a coach and horses through your story. Don't tell them the truth. You said they'll get suspicious. Tell them that I was in the flat with you. Well, I told them I was with you in the flat, and guess what? They got suspicious.
Peter, that's their job.
They traced a payment on a credit card back to Benson Street Offie, a cheap bottle of whiskey. So now, not only do they know that I'm an alcoholic, they know that I'm a flaming liar as well.
Where are you going?
I'm going to have a word with my son. Do you remember him? He's a little fella, he's got curly hair.
Oh, don't go in there in this mood.
How about this? How about you stop telling me what I can and what I can't do, because so far it's not proved very successful.
You're blaming me? You come home covered in blood, no memory, no sense. The police get suspicious and you're blaming me.
You think I did it? Admit it.
No!
Yes, you do. I want to see Simon.
Keep your voices down.
Hey, don't you start on me as well, right?
Look at you, you're a mess. You've got the shakes.
Yeah, well, that's 7 hours down the cop shop for you.
Yeah, this is how you want Simon to see you? Take him home and
All
straighten him
right, all
out.
right. Forget it. I'll tell you what, I'll go somewhere with a warmer welcome.
Oh, no. Peter!
Leave it. I'll talk to him.
Well,
Sit down.
Hair of the dog.
Or the straw that broke the camel's back. What's going on, Peter?
Carla thinks I killed Frank Foster. And so will you, and I tell you what happened.
Peter, I've been waiting for you to come home. Look, I apologise, all right, if I called it wrong, but I was just trying to protect you because I love you so much. Please, I believe in you, Peter, I promise. Put your pipe down and please come home.
There she is. Oh. Do you know, I've got the best solicitors in Manchester and all the time in the world to fight now that there's nothing left of my family.
Just not now, Anne, all right?
It was a clever move, but I know my Frank. He was thorough. There'll be preparatory paperwork, witnesses. You never get away with it.
Get away with what?
You stole the contract. It must have been you. The rest are too dim to understand its value.
What is she
Or they
wittering about?
despise you too much to take the risk. Was the body even cold, Carla? Did you rifle through his pockets before you went to his briefcase?
yes.
Well, I will find a copy, and I will prove that you are not the legal owner of
this
Underworld.
coming.
And then the only stitching you'll be doing will be mailbags.
Listen, Anne, do yourself a favour.
Do you remember your engagement? 3 whole bottles of wine, a ticking bomb. And even then you walked away unscathed.
Unscathed?
Why didn't you smash through the windscreen and do the world a favour?
All right, it's enough.
calm down, the pair of you.
That way my Frank would still be
said it's
here.
You know, this world's a better off place without him.
Did you call the coppers?
Would you step outside with us, Mrs. Connor?
They know. They know it all.
Mrs. Connor! Carla, are you listening to me? Carla Connor, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Frank Foster.
What are you saying? She's innocent. This is madness. Carla! Carla! Carla!
So what happens now?
Well, you know the drill, Carla. You've been arrested before
That was a long time ago.
for being drunk. That's how we got your fingerprints.
What?
The ones that matched the whiskey bottle.
What whiskey bottle?
The one that killed Frank Foster. So what happens now is that you sleep here tonight, and tomorrow we start our questioning.
Listen, you have got to believe me. I did not kill Frank. I know that's what they all say, but...
That is what they all say. Good night, Carla.